All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Apologies for the delay. We had some technical mic issues here with our special guest. So we're just a few minutes late, but we will get to all the things. While I am doing the introduction, if you could please drop in the comments, let us know where you're coming in from. That would be amazing. Once again, apologize for the delay. So today we have a very special guest, a good friend of mine who is a member of our Parentpreneur Foundation community, Evana Oli. Ivana is mom in chief of Beautiful Curly Me, which she runs with her amazing 11-year-old daughter. I think Zoe's 11 now. Please correct me if I'm wrong about that, Ivana. Her 11-year-old daughter, Zoe. Beautiful Curly Me is a brand that encourages young girls to love and be confident in who they are with beautiful dolls, books, apparel, and more. In addition to going direct to consumer, they also have distribution at Macy's. And today we're talking with Ivana about how to prepare for and maximize your holiday sales this holiday season. Welcome, 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 Ivana. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfectly. Once again, sorry
Awesome.
everybody for the delay, but we are back.
Yes.
So if you're listening in, because we're streaming on Facebook, two Facebook pages, LinkedIn, two LinkedIn pages, and
Oh,
two
wow.
Twitter pages here. So
All the
hopefully we can
pages.
get some yeah, all the paces and all the spaces, man. So look, I brought Ivana up because she does a really good job of marketing and promotions and holiday advertising and holiday sales and stuff. And so, we were having a conversation the other day about the things that work and things that don't work. And I was like, okay, no, we need to have this conversation to help these people out with all the things here. So, like, let's get right to it. Let's just talk
Yeah.
about, your top 2 or 3 tips. Let's talk about what's worked, what hasn't worked. Oh, before we do that, I got to show this one thing real quick.
No way.
Little
Okay.
blast from the past. So this is a screenshot
Yeah. So
from
fun.
when,
That was
yes, when
awesome.
you and Zoe and a bunch of other members of our Parentpreneur Foundation community were all featured on the
That was
NASDAQ tower in
great.
Times Square. How good is that?
So cool. Oh my gosh. We were actually in New York the other day, and she hadn't been to Times Square and like since she was little, and she was like, I wish that was, this was the time that the parentpreneur thing was up. I'm like, I know,
Oh,
right? How cool would it be? But
oh my
it'll come
gosh.
again, it'll
So,
come around again. But yeah,
girl, my
very cool
mom is still
opportunity.
talking about
Thank
that.
you. Yeah, thank you for that.
She's
That was awesome.
yeah, of course, of course, of course. All right, cool. Well, that's good. Like, so
Okay.
what works, what doesn't work, what should people do, what not to do to get these
Ah,
sales online?
holiday is an interesting time. I just have to say. I mean, I think no one has it quite figured out. We just kind of learn and iterate as we go. So I think that's the name of the game. So just, first things first is start early. That's how I would start this off because I think we're seeing that Black Friday is starting earlier and earlier every year. I'm like, at some point, we're probably going to start Black Friday in August because every year. Remember
Yeah,
when
they
it
got
used to be
Christmas decorations up already around here.
right? Remember when it used to be just like that for that Thursday, like people would line up at Walmart. Now
Oh,
it's like November the 1st, like people have started like Black Friday deals already. And so I would say
crazy.
start super early, plan, and get your house in order. So getting your house in order
Yeah,
meaning, making sure you have thought about what the deals and the promotions you want to offer are, like plan
yeah.
them out in advance, prepare your creative schedule, like schedulers are your friend. You don't want to be on Thanksgiving, at a dinner table running back and forth trying to figure out what's going on, are your emails going out, or your SMS is going out. Everything should be
Hmm.
scheduled way ahead of time so that you can kind of go into the holiday just all you're doing is tweaking and making kind of small changes like at the last minute if you need to. So planning early
Hmm.
is key and starting early.
Okay. So, how early? Like when?
How early? Honestly, it depends. Like I said, I've noticed like this year, November 1st, a lot of brands have kicked off their Black Friday. Like for us, we haven't truly kicked off. We started off the month with a special, like a free shipping promo, but we're kicking off Black Friday next Tuesday. So we're starting to see like at least a week before Thanksgiving, that Cyber Week. I would start as early as possible if you can.
Okay, and so start early as possible. So I know we were talking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and you were kind of like poo-pooing that a little bit, which was surprising to me. But you had made a good point because you're like, there's
Yeah.
so much noise.
It is. It's a very noisy time. And honestly, I would say if you don't have sort of a lot of people in your funnel, you're almost a little bit out of gas, honestly, out of luck, because Black Friday is really about your customers, your existing customers. Because there is so much noise, it's really hard to disrupt and get in front of brand new audiences at this time of year, because a lot of the
Mm,
larger brands are spending tons of money, millions of dollars, like advertising. So it's hard for smaller businesses to compete.
mm,
So throughout the year, you should always be collecting your leads. You should always be collecting, starting to, like, when you think about the proverbial like marketing funnel, that
yeah.
awareness, right? Driving that awareness at the beginning, and then getting people down the funnel into consideration. And so Black Friday is really the time to clear that funnel. It's like, how do you get those people to convert? All the people you've gathered all of the, throughout the course of the year. So obviously you have your existing customers, but you've also been, people have been kind of interacting and hearing about your brand and joining your email list. And maybe they've bought, maybe they haven't. Black Friday is a time to talk to those people. So it's really not about brand new customers. It's about getting your people to buy more, because obviously you have great deals and promotions for them. And they're in that mindset of, it's holiday time, I need to shop. At least for our brand specifically, we
Yeah.
sell toys. And so people are thinking about dolls for gifts and things like that. But really, holiday time, people are just in shopping mode. And so that's the time to really get the people that are on your list that have bought from you to buy more, and then get the people that have joined your list but haven't bought to convert. So
Okay,
that's what
dope.
I'm about.
All
Yep.
right. Hey, Liberty. We got the
Hey, Liberty.
Parapreneur Foundation community flowing through here. Hey, Damien, what's going on, bud?
Hey,
Good to
guys.
see y'all. Yeah, that's Liberty and Damien. If you guys have questions, please drop them in the comment section here, and we'll get to them. Um, yeah, that's a really. I was not expecting you to say that. I just,
Mm,
I'm thinking like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we're going after all the new customers, right? But no,
mm-mm.
like I remember when I had Remontage, my sales came from my email list.
Yep. Email. Big. Yep. Because you can't compete dollar for dollar with those big companies that are spending, some of them are losing money just spending on Facebook ads and Google ads. So your email list is
Right.
where is where the sales are going to come from primarily.
So um what you're thinking about the size of the list you need to have to start getting some success, for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, for example.
Honestly, it's not about the size of the list as much as it is the engagement of your list, right?
Mm,
And how you sort of have been nurturing that list. And I don't want this to sound like, oh my God, if I haven't done anything all year now, nothing's gonna happen for me. Like there's always a way, obviously.
I mean,
But I
that's
just
kind of what you were telling
want
me on the
people to
phone, though. So now you're walking away from that.
right. There's always a way. I just want to
There's
temper
always hope. Mm,
expectations so they don't go in thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna, it's like, no, you have to do the work throughout the course of the year. So it's good learning for next year. Like start off January and like, okay, I gotta start building my list. Like you should
yeah.
always think about building your list. But I would say how you engage your list. So segmentation is really important. So when you're, you have like, just to help with I'm getting into the weeds a little bit, but just to help with like email deliverability, for instance, right? You don't want to just blast out emails to the entire list. You want to segment. So you segment by people that maybe have opened your email in the last 30 days, like they can be their own segment. And then people that maybe haven't purchased from you in a while, maybe one purchase or multiple purchases, like your VIP folks, and then sort of talk to those folks in different ways and with different sets of emails. So really segmenting
Oh,
the campaigns, that sort of helps with making sure the emails get into the inbox, and then helps you actually be able to sort of look at um, how the emails are performing, so that you can go back and like make changes and tweaks and things like that. But I will say though, Black Friday is a time to email everybody. Don't leave, like throughout the course of the year, you might leave the unengaged people off because you're like, they're messing up my metrics. But
mhm.
holiday time, everybody's fair game because everyone's in the mood to shop.
Right. Oh, that's so good. So, yeah, you answered my question. I was going to say, so you actually will sit and create different
Segment.
emails for each one of the
Mhm,
segments.
mhm.
Wow. Okay, I see why you're so busy all the time. So are you using any? Are
What
you
are we
you use
using? Yes,
Wix?
we're using Klaviyo. So
Oh,
Klaviyo is a
Klaviyo.
CRM. Yeah, Klaviyo, similar to
So
like
I
Mail.
use Mailchimp to send emails, and I know they have some new AI tools and such. Does
Mhm.
Klaviyo have those things? Like, how
They
effective
do.
have you found those things to be? Do you use
Um,
AI to send different emails to those different segments, or you like automatically do it on your own? Like, how's that? How do you do that?
it's a combination. I would say AI has been helpful with like subject lines. Like you can test different subject lines, and it helps you
Hmm.
generate like ideas for subject lines.
Hmm.
And then in terms of like copy for emails, honestly, our emails are not very copy heavy. You don't have to do a lot of copy on emails because people don't even read anyway. But you can always use ChatGPT to come up with like
Hmm.
small like lines of copy if you don't you're not a natural like writer,
Right.
so thank God for Chat GPT. But
Right.
yeah, so but we just we'll test like graphic heavy email. So we'll use Canva. We'll make like just email graphics that have like whatever the information is, the sale info, clicking
Yeah.
through, etc. And then we'll also test plain text emails because sometimes, depending on what's happening with Gmail and different inboxes, the plain text email mix it in versus the
Hmm.
rich heavy email. So it's a lot of testing and learning. And I would say this is a great time of year to test and learn. So try out sending out your holiday promo with graphics and then send out like a plain text, like more personalized sort of email saying, hey, just, wanting to kind of share our promotion with you. And then the other way to do it is when you send out the first campaign with Black Friday holiday, people's email inboxes are flooded. So you can't send one email. It's not one and done. It's not two and done. It's a lot. And you just have to send out emails constantly. So whatever you were doing, you can 5x that. Like you start off the morning with the first email. By noon, you can go back and check like who didn't open the email, send them another email.
Oh,
Then
so
it's
do you? So if they don't open your emails, you send a follow up email to
you send
people?
a follow-up. So you can segment, you can run a segmentation on the list, the initial list of people that you send the emails to see who didn't open it. And then you can send
Mhm.
those people an email. So
Now,
that way you're not
what's your experience been
necessarily
with that?
bombarded.
Because I,
What do you
like
mean?
Mailchimp will send an alert. Hey, these 50% of your people didn't open your email yesterday. Send them again now. I always feel
Mhm.
some kind of way about hitting them again. I feel like I'm like hitting them over the head, but you're like,
Don't
whatever. I
feel
always do it.
no.
I do it.
You should do it because
I
people
do
don't
it.
see their emails. People's email inboxes are so full these days. And honestly, especially in the holiday time, there's so many emails going out. So you need to just
Yeah.
keep up with it. I would send 5 emails a day is not too much during the holiday season. And customers will forgive you because it is what it is. You just got to get in front of them because you got to send a reminder like the sale is ending. Like if you're doing a 1 day sale, for instance, like,
All
you
right.
know, 2 hours left, countdown, things like that. And put a timer on your phone. Always
Wow.
comes with urgency.
5.
Yeah. Like 4 emails and a text. It could be 3 emails and 2 texts, but yeah, you gotta
Wow.
communicate a lot.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about text. I'm glad you brought that up because
Yeah.
again, I use Mailchimp. They're advertising this text message thing, but so I don't have a B2C product anymore. This back when I had WeMontage, my removable photo wallpaper, I used to send out emails.
Okay.
Um, so on your forms when you're collecting information, presumably you're
Mhm.
asking for their cell phone numbers
Yeah.
so that you can text. I need to modify my form. Actually, I just put up a form yesterday because with my
Okay.
startup Kabila,
Yeah.
you saw we did an event here last night, and I just put up an event page so people get notified,
Yeah.
and I embedded a type form like a light box.
Nice.
But I just asked for their first name and an email address. I need to ask for their cell numbers too.
Yes. Very
Yes.
important.
Okay.
Because
All
the,
right. I'll
the
go back.
open rates on text messages are like 90%, almost 100%. Like they're super
Right.
high.
Yeah. So are you sending both email and text messages?
Yes.
I,
And what we'll do is like, so for the people on our text list, we'll do like some more exclusive offers. So that's how we also get them to sign up for our text messages is, we sometimes we'll give them the deals first, or we'll give them an even better deal than everybody else.
oh, that's good.
Mhm.
So incentivize them to be engaged in the text messages, which is a
Yes.
medium that
Yes. And we
actually.
don't do too many texts throughout the course of the year, honestly, because again, I like to be respectful of people and so that way they
Sending
don't
5 messages a day is
oh, no, I
respectful.
wouldn't do 5 texts. No, emails, yes, but not text. And texts are expensive too. You don't want to throw away money on text.
Oh
Um,
wait, you got to pay if I use text messaging on Mailchimp, I have to pay to send the text
oh,
messages.
absolutely. You pay per text. And the plain text, like the text-based texts, I can't remember what they call SMS, are
Yeah,
they're less expensive than the MMS where you embed like a graphic or a postcard or
yeah. So
something.
that's not just part of my like Mailchimp
No,
subscription. I have to pay. I'm
no,
so
no.
mad about that.
Yeah, we use Klaviyo for email, and they also have a text messaging service. But there's Postscripts, there's Attentive, there are a few other platforms you can use.
So for $50 a month, if I want to send a text, I have to pay extra. I know you already said yes, but I'm just making
Oh
sure.
yeah, yeah, and they charge you per number of texts you send. So, but text is very effective. I have to say, we see like the conversions on text like way higher than even emails because
What
again,
do you
it's
mean?
right there. People are just
Okay,
right there.
so I know we're just talking casually here, but this is a lot of really good information. Like, so first tip was start early.
Start early,
Second tip,
plan.
segment your email list.
Yeah,
Third
second tip,
tip,
yeah, segment email list and clear out the funnel. Like remember that Black Friday or holiday is about converting people that have joined your list and haven't purchased, or the people that have purchased from you, getting them to purchase more. So it's not about new customers, it's about engaging your existing customers and your existing list.
and third tip is text messages. Use text messages. But you said that they convert way higher. Can you speak specifically with respect to numbers? Like, what does that mean versus
I would say,
email?
I don't have any metrics in front of me, but I would say if you had to compare apples to apples, like email versus text, like we're seeing open rates on our emails are typically about 60%, which is really good.
That's, I mean,
On the
average.
text
Let's hold on,
messages,
stop there for a second. Average email open rates are like in the low 20s, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. So you're at 60%.
Yeah, 50
That's
to 60,
amazing.
yeah, and somewhere there. Yeah, it's really good.
Amazing. Okay.
And it's because you have to just get into a rhythm with your customers. And back to the segmentation, we don't send emails, we don't blast emails. We do a lot of segmentations when we're sending out our emails to help with the metrics. And then our text messaging, I would say the open rates are about what 90 something percent. Like people open the text message because it's text. Think about it. You open text messages on your phone. So
Um,
they're really high, really
sometimes
strong.
I see a preview, and I mean, a lot of times those previews come through, and I just like swipe to delete,
Mm,
depending
mm,
on what it is. But that's
yeah,
just me.
yeah. But the
Um,
same segmentation you do on emails, you can do on text, right? So if I want to get
amazing.
people to cross sell, so I can do a list of those that have purchased dolls, and then I send them a text about purchasing doll accessories or buying a book or a
Yeah,
puzzle. So there's a lot of
that's
creative ways you can do to make it relevant for them.
so good. That's so
Yeah,
good, y'all. So, guys,
and
if
go big on your offers. You got to go big. Holiday, go big
say what about
because
other offers?
I say go big on the offers.
What do you
No
mean?
one's expecting 10% off because they'll just be like, okay, you're not serious. You got to go big. So your best deals, you save them for holiday or whatever day you choose. Like I think every brand has to figure out what works for them. But if it's a time of year that people are spending money and the mindset to spend money, make sure you give a really compelling offer for Black Friday, at least that week.
What's a compelling offer?
Again, it depends.
Of
So
course.
I don't want you to lose. No one should go lose money in the name of Black Friday, unless the caveat is some people do it where it's like how you have the loss leader strategy. You want to sell the razor so you can turn around and sell razor blades later. So a lot of consumable or beauty brands can afford to lose some money on you know a shampoo or something because they know someone will come back and keep purchasing from them, right? We don't have
Right.
that luxury because we sell toys, and so it's like you're buying a doll, you're not necessarily coming back every day to buy a new doll. So
Right.
I would
And
say,
coming back to buy underwear for the doll. Right.
right, accessories or a book or puzzles or other things.
Wigs for the
They come with
doll.
underwear, James. We're
Huh?
not selling naked. They come with
Oh,
underwear. We're not selling naked
oh,
dolls.
what wigs? Doll wigs? No wigs.
Oh, we don't sell doll wigs, but
No
dresses,
doll.
outfits.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's a good idea though. I like it. But I
Good.
would say essentially uh, it depends on your brand. I would say, I mean, anything from probably the average you see people typically do like 30%, 40% off, if your margins can afford it. I would say you
Right.
can get really creative. You don't have to do a heavy discount. What you can do is you could try bundling. So we've seen a lot of success with bundling where we put a
Mm,
few items together. It ends up being, it could be $100 bundle, but it's valued at 175. And so to the
yeah.
customer, they're getting a great deal, which they are, but you're
Yeah.
able to get creative and put like high ticket items with low ticket items and make a
So
bundle
good.
that makes sense. Yeah. And still,
So
your
good.
average order value is still high and you're still giving the customer a good deal.
Yeah. Do you find when you do bundles that those things convert well?
Absolutely. People love bundles. It's like it takes away the stress of what am I putting together for this gift? It's like, here's a great bundle
Yeah.
for the young girl in your life. You can get a doll, you can get the matching bonnet for her and her doll, you can get the book to go with it, like, things like that. So it makes
Yeah.
it easy and for people to give gifts.
Yeah, we love our bonnet that we got from you guys for my daughter Zoe. Same as your daughter's name. Yeah, we love that
Yeah.
thing. We got the green one with the colorful polka
With
dots
the
on it.
colorful prints, yeah, dreamy dots. Yep.
Yeah, and it's so great because, like, if her hair is in braids, it fits, if her hairs are out and she got the massive afro going, it fits.
Yep,
So,
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
really,
so
really
bundles
great.
are great. So don't always think low ticket, "Oh my god, I have to do 50% off, otherwise I'm gonna fail at Black Friday or holiday." I would say experiment with different things. Like, we test a lot, like, we'll try and we do that throughout the course of the year, like, "Oh, does a percent off work better? Or does a buy one, get one work better?" And kind of, like, test and learn and see, but always
Right.
bundles always work really well. So I recommend bundles, and high ticket offers don't necessarily feel like you have to go to the bottom of the barrel with like
Right. So, what you
70%.
said something really important right there, Ivana, because you're testing all year long. When Black Friday, the holidays come, you're not testing. You already know what works, and you're
Yeah,
going all in on the things that work. So, like, be testing. Like, I mean, if you just started your business today, that's one thing. But if you
that's
had your
what
product all year long, you should be testing and figuring out, what combinations of things work. What your
yes.
know your numbers, right? Know what your margins are in the products, because that will determine what kind of offer you can make. Because look, let's
Exactly.
face it, we want to sell stuff, but we need to eat, so we need to make money
Need to make
when,
money.
when we excuse me, when we sell the thing. So understanding what your margins are and your metrics, that will
Yeah,
help you, and knowing what's selling versus what's not selling, that will also help you
exactly.
along the way.
Exactly.
Cool. So those are really two great tips. I think I had a question or two for you here.
Yeah.
Um, what about running paid ads? You doing any of that or no?
It's unnecessary. It's one of those things that's yes, we run ads. I don't know that we have cracked the code on ads yet, honestly, because ads, Facebook makes a lot, Meta now, they make a lot of changes all the time with audiences and targeting abilities. And so that has sort of hurt us a little bit because we are kind of niche. We target parents of Black children. And so they've taken a lot of the ability to target, like
Oh
specifically
yeah, they did
just
that years ago, right? You can't
we did
target
that a
black
couple years ago.
people.
Yeah. So,
So how do,
so
how do you get
we try
around
to
that?
go
That's super
around.
frustrating for you. How do you get
Yeah,
around that?
yeah, we try to go around that. Like, we look at people's interests. We also use our list. So the other thing is you can
Your
upload your
lookalike
email list,
audience.
lookalike audiences exactly. And so we just test. But yeah, paid ads are kind of like an ongoing strategy. We don't spend a ton, but I think it's something that's good to kind of have to amplify what you already are doing organically. The other way to
Yeah.
do it, if you don't have a ton of money to spend, is borrowing people's audiences. So you can collaborate with another brand that has, it doesn't matter if it's 5,000, 10,000 people on your list. They
Mhm.
can email their list on your behalf, and you guys can kind of swap and sort of, share their product with your audience. I mean, they can share your product with their audience, and you share their product with your audience. And so that way you're getting your products in front of new sets of
Oh, I
eyeballs. So
love
that's
that.
what we need to do.
I
Um,
love that. So you said email list swapping. You said.
Yeah, like, I literally can just send out, like, it could be a look of block in my email where it's like, check out this other Black owned brand. That'd be a great compliment for the holiday season or something like
Oh,
that. Or
that's so smart.
yeah, you can collaborate on maybe a joint offer for the holidays, a
Oh,
giveaway,
that's so
anything
good.
to sort of get your stuff in front of their audience and vice versa.
Yes, I love that tip. That's kind of like leveraging other people's social media,
Exactly.
right? But
Love
except
that
just
topic,
email,
James.
huh?
Social capital.
No,
That's
but
what it is.
look,
Absolutely.
what I love is leverage.
Yes.
How can I create leverage? And even
Yes.
with your mother startup, Kabila, our go-to-market strategy is, creating leverage. Because if I got to try to reach out to individual onesie twosie founders to download our co-founder matching app, like, I don't have enough money to do that. How
Absolutely.
can I create leverage and connect with people who have thousands of founders in their network already,
Exactly.
add value, and get the word out that way?
Exactly. And you can collaborate with them. You could even offer them an affiliate deal where it's like, put this link, whoever purchases from your link, you give them 10% back. Like, it's a win-win situation for everybody. So the more of
Totally.
those collaborations you can do, the better, because it's just an easy way to kind of get your marketing
Love
out.
it. Love
Hmm.
it. All right, cool. This has been super helpful.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for checking in. I'm going to be sharing this as well across some other platforms after the fact. Ivana, we're going to be trying to help you all get some customers. We'll be sharing in our
Hey,
Parapreneur
it's
Foundation
dog.
community. If what'd you say?
I said, I'm like, where's my baby? Come get her.
Oh, okay. I like.
This is my
That's not a wig.
granddaughter,
That's
Bella.
not a. That's not a wig, is it?
No, this is her hair. You can wash it and style it.
Bella is adorable. It's so great.
It's
So
not a
great.
wig. I don't blame you, James.
I don't just ignore me. You already know. Just ignore me. So look, I
Yeah.
mean, this is the Parentpreneur Foundation. This is what we do. We empower Black parentpreneurs so they can leave a legacy for their beautiful Black children. Thank you, Damon, for hanging out with us.
Thank you,
You have the
James.
comments here. And if the work that we do in this community matters to you, like please not support, I hate this, patronize the beautiful curly me business, right? Tell your friends, please share this out with people. Make a tax deductible donation. We do things like give cash grants. We pay for mental therapy. We provide virtual assistance. We do so many things. We've given hundreds of thousands of dollars away over the last 3 years since we started this foundation, and we can clearly see that we're making an impact in the lives of not just the parents who are entrepreneurs, but in their children too. Like, I mean, how great was it for Zoe to see herself up on the Nasdaq Tower
That was awesome.
on Times Square? Like her expectations, like some dude ain't just gonna be able to roll up and be like, "Hey, girl, let me take you to White Castle." He'd be like, "Nah." So it's gonna, so it's gonna be like, "Nah, my expectations are way higher." Sorry, bro.
Oh my goodness, that's good. No, the real talk.
It's
But yeah,
true. It's true. I'm
it's
joking, but
very
it's
true. It's very true. No, we love the work you do. Thank you for all you do to
true.
empower us. It's super important. So keep doing what you do, James. And
All
for
right.
everyone listening, don't worry. Don't let the fear of holiday make you not, kind of put yourself out there. Just put yourself out there and kind of keep building from there.
Yes, so go back and rewatch this. Ivana dropped so many gems, nuggets, and so we got another comment here. Let's see. Thank you, James Oliver and Ivana Oli. Thank you. So hang out,
Thank
Ivana. I'm gonna
you.
pull us down and roll out, play this rollout video here, and I'll catch you in the green room in the back end here. So
Sounds
stand by.
good.